Hey guys, it's Scooter Poop. I am here with a game that I played last night. This is a recorded game. That's why I got no music, other audio going on. But I just had to share it. I have such sympathy for my opponent, um, Doc Ock, Ripman. Definitely a real player. You can see he's got the default avatar, the default card back, no title. So he just made this deck, went onto the ladder, was like, hey, this is great. Um, I am playing a Silver Samurai deck that I really like. It's the deck that got me to Infinite. Cam Best ended up playing a deck. He ended up posting a video on it like a couple of days ago. That's very similar to it. I think there's like a 3 card change. His is probably better, of course, but I do like this one. He snaps on the Danger Room. It turns out he's playing a Hella deck, and you're gonna see some real fucked up shit. So he plays Zabu into. I mean, like I said, I have sympathy for Doc Ock. I gotta just share his bad luck. Isle of Silence immediately popping up. Now I don't really know if this really affected the game, but it's just an unlucky game in general. Like everything that possibly could go wrong went wrong for him. I play the Hood. I probably should have played it into Mojo World. I think that would have been a better option and just putting pressure on just having the most things there. In fact, I think he should have played Zabu into the Mojo World as well. But I ended up going for the greed into the Danger Room, and since I already told you everything goes wrong for him this game, you already know the Hood's getting destroyed. He also doesn't play anything this turn. I don't know why he's taking so long. His goal is basically in this Hella deck to play like Wong, Silver Samurai, discard a bunch of stuff, Colleen, and then Hella it all back. But it doesn't go the way he wants. So I get my Silver Samurai. At this point, I was actually planning on absorbing man, but I think it wouldn't go off if the Hood is dead. Thankfully, I drew the Swarm, and that made me want a Silver Samurai. So that happens. I discard his leader. I was pretty psyched by it. Didn't know it was a Hella deck at the time. Um, and here's where things really just here's the turn. This is the turn. You're not going to see another turn, but this is the turn where everything goes wrong for him. So I go absorbing man onto the Silver Samurai, which means I'm going to discard another Swarm or possibly the Killmonger that I drew. Um, Now, like I already said, his plan is to do discard shit on Wong as well, so he's going to play his Silver Samurai there. Now, unfortunately, he has 5 cards in his hand. Or is it 4 now that he discarded one and then played one? I think it's 4. Right? There's 3 discard triggers here. Yes. Let's see what he discards. His lowest power is Colleen. Let's see what his next lowest power is. Stature, I believe, which is actually tied, but he got lucky on the stature. I finally discard Killmonger, and Hela is discarded. So what's possibly higher than Hela in a Hela discard deck? Black Cat. And he retreats. I just had to share this. I just said, what just happened? I think I followed up with Arg out of frustration for my opponent. I mean, this just went so horribly for him. Um, I mean, I'm pretty sure he just instantly left. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, so I mean, a lot went wrong. Zabu into Isle of Silence obviously would have, it would have been nice to not happen. Also, he's got the mirror match, more Silver Samurai, meaning that he's getting closer to discarding his Hela, which sucks. I don't know if he's playing an effect like Swarm, if his goal is Hela. But either way, his draws were pretty bad, I suppose. He drew Black Hat on that turn since it was the last card that he discarded at the very end of the turn. He didn't have it in his hand before that. So he drew it on the turn that he really needed to not. If he had drawn it any other turn, he probably still loses anyway due to the number of discard. How often is it that like your opponent also is doing like 2 Silver Samurai effects? Like I said, just everything goes wrong for him. I end up discarding Killmonger perfectly. I didn't need it anymore. And if you look at my hand, even as if matters couldn't get any worse for my opponent, just take a look. I can play every single card in my hand. My entire hand of 7 cards, which is a total of I believe 28 power, is going on the board this turn. You can see I finally realized that in my hand. My mouse going wild. Modok and Demon is my 6 energy playing 4 swarms, and the X-23 gets discarded by the Modok and comes into play. I believe the best way to probably play this would have been probably, like, realistically, I think probably just 2 swarms into the left is enough because he's top decked. And what card are you top decking that's going to win you Mojo World when your opponent has 4? Like, Brood, I don't think he's playing Brood or Mr. Sinister, right? Like, he's losing Mojo World. So I think 2 swarms there is probably good. Probably Modok Demon on the right as well. Just get 2 super big lanes. and then just put the rest of my swarms mid, two swarms into the middle. X-23, because the sides are filled, would end up going to the danger room and wouldn't be destroyed, which is great. Um, and yeah, 28 power on the board in addition to winning this hard, in addition to my opponent top decking. This is just really one of the most sad games I've ever seen for someone. Like I said, literally everything bad that could happen in this game went poorly for him. The Zabu, I don't think mattered even. The all the swarms, like so much of this like didn't even matter. It was just the fact that I can play all 7 cards in my hand doesn't even matter. This went so poorly for him. I really don't know how it could have gone any worse. Just really, really shit. So sorry, my dude. Pour one out for Doc Ock if you ever see him. Share some love. Maybe give him some cues. Sorry, man.